You think you've seen the worst of me. You think the storms I've weathered define the extent of my strength. But let me tell you something. You've only scratched the surface. They say everyone has a breaking point. A line that once crossed shatters them into pieces. I used to believe that too, until life dragged me kicking and screaming to the edge of everything I knew. It's a strange place, the edge. It feels infinite, like staring into the abyss with no bottom in sight. That's the trick, isn't it? The abyss doesn't consume you, it mirrors you. I know what you expected. You expected me to falter, to crumble under the weight of my own doubts, fears, and failures. But here's what you didn't understand. I don't break. No, I bend. I adapt. I evolve. The edge didn't destroy me. It remade me. What you saw as a limit, I saw as an opportunity. What you thought would end me became my beginning. You see, the edge isn't a place of fear. It's a place of transformation. And those who are strong enough to face it, to embrace its unforgiving winds and unrelenting pressure, come out on the other side as something unrecognizable. You thought you defeated me, but instead you woke something up, something fierce, something untamed. Do you know what happens to a person when they have nothing left to lose? They become free. Free from fear, free from doubt, free from the chains that once held them back. I stood on the edge, and it stared back at me. It whispered things that would make most people tremble, but I didn't tremble. I listened, and in that moment I understood something you'll never grasp. The edge wasn't my enemy. It was my teacher. It taught me resilience, taught me strength, taught me that the fire meant to consume me could also forge me. Every scar on my body, every wound in my soul, is proof that I didn't just survive. I transformed. The edge didn't break me. It sharpened me. Now I walk with the calm of someone who's already been to hell and back. You think you know pain. You think you know struggle. You don't. I wear my scars not as marks of defeat, but as symbols of victory. They tell the story of someone who refused to stay down. You'll regret pushing me to the edge. Because now, I see things differently. The rules you follow, the walls you hide behind, they don't apply to me anymore. I've risen above them. I've risen above you. The edge wasn't the end of my story. It was the beginning of a new one. And now, as I stand here, stronger than ever, I have one message for you. Thank you. Thank you for underestimating me. Thank you for pushing me to the edge. Because now, I am unstoppable. You thought the edge would be my downfall, but instead, it became my throne. The edge is where I learned to fight, not with my fists, but with my mind, my spirit, my will. It's where I discovered that true power doesn't come from avoiding the fall. It comes from embracing it. The edge is where the wild things grow. It's where chaos breathes life into those who refuse to be ordinary. It's where the untamed find their strength, where the unbroken rise. You'll regret pushing me to the edge because now I'm no longer bound by your expectations. I've rewritten the rules, shattered the chains, and walked into a world where I am unstoppable. Every step I take now is fueled by the fire you ignited. Every breath I draw is a testament to the fact that I survived what was meant to destroy me. You think you're strong because you've never been tested. But strength isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about becoming it. And I am the storm now. The edge didn't break me. It remade me. I no longer fear the darkness, because I've made it my ally. No longer run from the shadows, they run from me. You wanted me to fall, but I've learned to fly. Now there's no stopping me. You'll regret pushing me to the edge, because the edge is where I found my power. The edge is where I discovered that I am not a victim of my circumstances. I am the architect of my destiny. Every scar I wear is a badge of honor. Every wound is a reminder of battles fought and won. You thought you'd silence me, but instead, you amplified my voice. And now my voice carries the weight of every struggle I've endured, every mountain I've climbed, and every demon I've conquered. I am the chaos you can't control, the force you can't contain. But the thing is, I no longer care about proving you wrong. That fire has been extinguished, not by defeat, but by evolution. You see, I've realized something about the edge. It doesn't just test your limits, it destroys them. And in doing so, it shows you who you truly are. I stood on the edge and faced every fear, every doubt, every whisper of inadequacy. And I emerged, not just whole, but stronger. Do you know what that kind of transformation does to a person? Makes them untouchable, invincible. So go ahead, push me again. I dare you. Because now, I don't just survive the edge, I thrive on it. I've become something you can't predict, can't control, can't contain. And that terrifies you, doesn't it? You thought you could shape me, mold me, bend me to your will. But I am not clay. I am fire. Fire doesn't conform. It consumes. And now everything I touch carries the mark of my resilience, my determination, my unyielding spirit. The edge wasn't my end. It was my beginning. You'll regret pushing me to the edge, because now I am limitless. I don't just walk in this world, I command it. And here's the irony of it all. In trying to break me, you only succeeded in breaking the illusions that once held me back. I see clearly now, and in that clarity I found freedom. So no, I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm grateful. Grateful for the edge, for the struggle, for the pain. Because all of it led me here, to this moment, to this version of myself. And now, as I stand here, unshaken, unbroken, and unstoppable, I have one final message for you. Thank you. Thank you for underestimating me. Thank you for pushing me. Because now, I am free.